Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about iPhone tracking. How can someone track your iPhone? What can you do, and what are the basically signs that will let you know that your iPhone is being tracked or has been infected with basically a tracking software or something like that? Well, there are a few different ways. Now you need to be aware to actually just make sure that your device is safe, so you avoid a few of these things. First of all is a method called phishing. Now the way that works is that when you're basically on a website, usually you will get a pop-up asking you to enter your information, like maybe your iCloud account or something like that, and that will basically be something that will come from like a website or a link that you click, and it's not official. Usually it will ask maybe for your iCloud or any of your social media. Once you enter those, then you actually have been fallen victim of that hack. Another way is actually connecting to public Wi-Fi's. Your iPhone can get hacked by connecting to public Wi-Fi's, and also if someone has actually physical access to your iPhone. So you need to be very aware, and you need to make sure that you actually know and trust the people who you leave your iPhone in their hands, and of course it's unlocked and they can basically do anything. And the third thing will be actually apps that are installed outside of the App Store. Now usually there will be like hacked version of the popular apps that you can get from elsewhere outside the App Store. You need to be very aware when you actually decide to install any of those apps on your device. So these are a few different ways in which your iPhone can get hacked and someone might be able to track you using your device. But how can you actually know if your iPhone is being tracked or not? What are some of the signs that you might actually know, and it basically will give you a hint that your iPhone might be tracked? Well, first of all, the iPhone has a very cool feature here on the control center. When an app or something is using your microphone or your camera or even your location, you will see them right here. So while using your device, if you're not using anything that actually has access to your microphone, camera, or maybe your location, and you see that pop up right there, then it might mean that it's actually something that is using your camera or your microphone or something like that. So you can see right there it says camera, but in that case I just opened the camera app, so that's okay. But if you see that happening and you're not using anything, that might be a sign that your iPhone is actually being tracked. Another thing will be heating of your iPhone. If you're not doing anything on your iPhone, or if you're just like browsing around the social media or the internet and you're not doing any heavy tasks on your iPhone, you know that the iPhone has no reason to actually get hot. But if it's hot without any reason, that means that something is going on in the background. There's a process on your iPhone in the background. That's why the processor of your iPhone is heating up. So that's another sign that your iPhone might be hacked. And another one will be battery drain. If you're just experiencing a very bad battery drain on your iPhone, that means that something is actually using your iPhone's battery even in the background when you're not using your iPhone. So everyone will know if they have been using their iPhone a lot and if there's a reason or not for the battery to actually just drain quickly. Now, of course, the first thing you need to make sure is that the battery of your iPhone is on a good health condition. It's over 80%. If it's at 80% and above, then it has no reason to actually drain a lot. Now, I understand that some iOS updates might not have that good of battery life, but it won't be actually like a huge difference from one iOS version to another. There might be slightly better or worse battery life, but if it's very, very bad, then you need to make sure that you check your iPhone, because it might actually be hacked and someone might be tracking you. Now, another thing you need to make sure that you check on your device is check for unknown apps. If you see apps here on the battery usage list that are using the battery of your iPhone, but you don't actually remember installing those apps, or you see any apps here on the home screen or the app library, apps that you don't actually remember installing on your iPhone, that means that someone actually has installed that app on your iPhone. And that might be software that is used to track your iPhone. So what you need to do is make sure that you check your iPhone regularly for any unknown apps, and always make sure that you remove them right away from your device. The next thing is performance drop. Now, when you use your device on a daily basis, sometimes it might slow down, and that will happen usually when the battery health of your iPhone drops under 80%. If your battery health is under 80%, then you can expect your iPhone to actually not perform as good as it should. But if your iPhone is new and you have a new battery, it's over 80%, then the iPhone has no reason to actually not perform good. And if it's not actually performing good because you might have like an older device, try to rebooting your iPhone. If you have rebooted it and it's still actually not performing as it should, this also might be a sign that something else is actually using the processor and the RAM memory of your iPhone. Now, another thing will be data usage. Now, a lot of people will have a limited plan of data usage. Now, if you see your device going through that plan really quick, let's say you have a plan maybe with 20 gigs and you usually use that for a month, it will last you about a month, but you just suddenly realize that it's actually going pretty fast, let's say like in a couple of weeks or maybe even 10 days or a week, then you might have a problem here. Or even if you have an unlimited plan of data on your device, you should actually check every month how much data you're using with your device. Because if 1 month, let's say you're using 20, in another month you're using 40 or 50, that is a sign that something has drastically changed on your device and something else is actually using the data of your iPhone. The next thing will be unknown purchases. Head on to your settings. At the top of the settings app, you will find your Apple ID there. Once you tap there, just go to purchase history, and then you will see right here your account settings. You will see your balance here, and then you will have the purchase history as well. You go there and you will see in-app purchases and everything that has been purchased using your Apple ID. And if you see something that has been purchased there that is unknown to you and you know for sure that you haven't actually made that purchase, then we might have a problem. The next thing will be unknown messages. Head on to your iMessage app, go to the unknown senders here, then just go ahead and take a look at those messages. If you see any messages that have actually been sent from your device to someone else and you don't actually recognize that message and you don't actually recall sending that message, then we might also have a problem here and your device might actually be infected. Now, the same will go for phone calls as well. You might receive phone calls from like random numbers on your device, or you might even see on the list of the recent calls that actually have been made from your device as well. And last but not least will actually be pop-ups. So on different websites, sometimes when you go, you will see a lot of pop-ups. Those pop-ups, if they actually start happening on other places, like you're on your home screen or any of your apps, not on a website but any other app, and you see those pop-ups, that also might be a sign that your iPhone is hacked and might be tracked. So what you need to do now, first of all, if you see any unknown apps on your device, make sure that you immediately delete those apps from your iPhone. That's the first thing you should do. And another thing, don't install apps from like anywhere on the internet besides the App Store. That's another that you might keep in mind and never do on your device, because third-party apps from like different websites, different like stores that have like hacked apps, I wouldn't recommend you install them on your device at all. Another thing I suggest you do regularly is check the privacy on your iPhone. Head on to privacy and security, and you will see first of all tracking right here. Check this list of apps, which apps you have allowed to track you, and then also check things like your Bluetooth, your camera. You will have your local network right here. This is really important. You will have also your microphone here. Go ahead and check these things on your device and make sure that nothing is there that shouldn't be there, like any app that you see there that doesn't have your permission to actually have access to your camera or microphone or your local network. Make sure that you immediately turn them off, and in the best option, also go ahead and delete that app completely. And last but not least, make sure that you reboot your iPhone regularly. That's something everyone should do. Not just reboot your device, but every 5 maybe to 6 days, maybe once a week, turn off your iPhone for at least 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes should be enough, and then just go ahead and boot it up again and you're good to go. And if you see any of those signs that we talked about earlier and you have done everything, every check possible, and you're still having one of those signs, there's actually another way. Just actually restore your iPhone. Back up your data and go ahead and restore your iPhone, and that should fix the problem. So that's basically it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash that like button if you did, and of course subscribe for more videos, and I will see you on the next one.